Okay, so here's 7, the final season from Tales from the Crypt. And I think 99% of people who are Tales from the Crypt fans will tell you that this is the worst season of the 7, and I completely agree with it. And a lot of people will say that because they don't like the filming location where it was where most of the episodes take place. But that's really not what kills it. What kills it is just that some of the episodes, most of the episodes, are just piss poor and not very well executed or directed. There's a few good things, but it's a shame to say that this great show had to end on a season like this. It's pretty much an insult to it, because there's a lot of garbage here. The first one is Fatal Caper. Basically about a rich family. The guy has 2 sons. He actually has 3 sons, but one of them left, and he's the father of the 3, and he's about to die. And he basically, in his will, he says that he's not going to give the 2 sons that live with him anything unless they find the 3rd brother. That's the only way that they can get their inheritance, and that brother's been gone for like years and years and years. So the 2 brothers also hate each other that live together. But this has Bob Hoskins in it. This episode is complete garbage. Even for season 7, to start the season on that episode, not very good at all. The next episode is also complete garbage. That's Last Respects. This is the one about the deranged twisted monkey paw that the 3 sisters have, and the one sister keeps making all these wishes that basically do a 360 on her. Every wish that she makes turns out to be the paw twisted into something horrible and bad. This one's stupid. The effects are corny. The way it transpires is the Kerry Fox is in it. This is, like I said, garbage. The next one is A Slight Case of Murder. This one is actually halfway decent. About the woman, she's a writer, and the other woman who you don't know at first is plotting on her, try to steal her next bestseller. And the way it unfolds, the idea is good. This is actually a halfway decent episode. I don't have too many bad things to say about this one. Not the best episode of this season, not by far, but it's passable. The next one is one of the worst episodes of the season by far, and that's Escape. This is the World War II one. This one's just complete garbage, horribly done. The main character's accent is that the acting is so bad. This really, it feels like, and it is. That's what it is. It really has no place in being a Tales from the Crypt episode. It has no business being a Tales from the Crypt episode. It's the same way that The Pit does from season 6, but I'm not even really going to explain this one. It's garbage. The next one is Horror in the Night. Horror in the Night is one of the best episodes of season 7. About a guy who robs a rich mobster of a suitcase full of diamonds. Then he tries to hide out at this motel or hotel, this strange hotel, where kind of like 1408 things happen in it. That movie with John Cusack that came out way after this episode was filmed, but that's what it kind of reminds you of. All the crazy shit that was happening in that movie happens kind of like that in this hotel. The performances are good. The twist is pretty good too. The effects are good. It's one of the, like I said, it's one of the best episodes of season 7. I like that one. The next one is Cold War. This one has Ewan McGregor in it. About Ewan McGregor and this other girl that he lives with are zombies, and they live in an apartment together, and this one is kind of hard to explain, but they end up in a battle with a vampire. Apparently, vampires and zombies hate each other. yeah, vampires don't have a very high opinion of zombies. They consider them lowlifes. But actually, the ending is kind of cool, but it's not one of the better episodes. It has some cool parts, not one of the better episodes of season 7. I'm not going to praise it too much. The next one is The Kidnapper. I like this one a lot. This is one of the better episodes, again, from season 7. This guy, he basically tries to make this pregnant woman his girlfriend. He doesn't know her, but he tells her she has nowhere to go, and he tells her she can live with him. He owns this little store, this little shop. And so she moves in, but he's trying to get with her the whole time. He wants her to be his girlfriend, and she does not like him like that. So when she finally has the baby, he gets so jealous because she doesn't pay any attention to him and just pays attention to the baby the whole time. So he takes the baby and basically sells him to these black market guys, to get rid of this baby so he can get all the attention. But it kind of backfires on him, because then she goes nuts when the baby is taken, and the situation with him doesn't get any better. As a matter of fact, it gets worse. I like this one. I like the ending. The main character, obviously there must be people out there that think that way, but if you're the type of guy who thinks the way this guy does, you're in trouble in life. I like The Kidnapper. The next one is Report from the Grave. Report from the Grave is actually halfway decent too. I like the ending to this. I like a lot of the scenes in this one. This one is actually pretty cool for season 7. Not one of the best, but it's definitely entertaining, and I can't really find too many bad things to say about it. The next one, Smoke Rings, is terrible, absolutely terrible. This one has a young Daniel Craig in it. Complete garbage. There's nothing redeeming about this. And another one where it just feels like it does not belong. Not even a breakaway. What can I say? Garbage. Season 7. The next one is About Face. This might be the best episode of season 7, and it's an awesome episode. I will say so. About the priest and the two twin girls that show up at his house and claim to be his daughters, and he's this basically disgusting, sinful piece of shit priest. And he's a womanizer, and he's just, he for a priest, he doesn't really follow the word of God too closely. But yeah, these two twin girls show up at his house. They claim to be his daughters, and the one he never sees, and you spend the whole episode trying to figure, where's this other one at, and then you find out what's going on. This is, the ending to this one is awesome. I really like this episode a lot. This might be the best episode of season 7. About Face, cool, very cool episode. The next one is Confession, and this one is actually a good episode too. I like this. This could be said to be the second best episode. It's funny that they're both next to each other. In season 7, about the cop who is accusing this guy of being the serial murderer that they're looking for, who basically kills women and takes all their heads, and they basically play cat and mouse back and forth, a psychological game, and then we get a surprise at the end with the detective. Confession's good. Confession's good. Might be the second best episode of season 7. The next one is Here Today, Gone Tomorrow. That's Here Today, Gone Tomorrow. I guess it's passable. It's entertaining, but it's not one of the better episodes. Maybe kind of stupid, but it definitely would belong in season 7 because. Like I said, there's not too many good things about this season. It's not one of the better episodes. I'm not really going to explain in detail. It's kind of it would just take too long, but it's not worth it. And the final episode of Tales from the Crypt, Season 7, and the series is the biggest insult you could probably do to this series. The final episode is an animated episode called The Third Pig. And it's basically a new, crazy, violent take on the Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf story. And there are people that really like this episode. I guess if you're into animation and this is kind of your thing, you might. But as far as making this the final episode to this great show, it's already in a season that's bad, and you're going to make this the final episode of Tales from the Crypt, I consider it to be an insult. I really do, to this great show. Do not like the way they ended it. I do not know. They probably didn't like it either, but I don't know what transpired, but it wasn't a good episode to end this great show on, and I'm not into the animation, so I can't even say that it's a good episode. It belongs with the garbage, if you ask me. So that's Season 7 of Tales from the Crypt. My short review of all of them. Check them all out. And Season 7.